Hey, hello everybody. Sean here for another at-home workout on this wonderful snowy May day, which is just fantastic. So today we have we'll go through a nice warm-up and then we have a good workout for you. Some things you'll need today. We'll need a towel if you are going to be doing this on carpet, something that will slide like like a piece of cardboard, paper plate, whatever you have around will work. You'll need some weights of some sort. So I have some textbooks here again. I also have a kettlebell that I'm going to add into my towel just for a little bit extra weight. And then finally a bed sheet. Tie a knot right in the middle so you have two even halves of your sheet, and then you're going to throw that over the top of a door so that it hangs down right in front. Very important to tie the knot, otherwise that towel will not hold, and I don't want to be responsible for that. So, all right, towels, sheets, some weights, and you'll need yourself. Let's get started with the warm-up. We got about 30 seconds of jumping jacks. Get a timer going. Start a workout. Here we go. Let's get cooking. Regular jumping jacks, 30 seconds. Last few seconds here, and right into those cross jacks. Cross the hands and feet over in front of your chest, alternate the leg that's in front and the arm that's on top. About 10 seconds to go here. Good. And rest. Okay. Next, we are down on the ground. Some positional exercises and drills here next. So we have our quadruped rockers. We can start with our knees on the ground. We're doing about 10 total here. If you need to, start with the knees on the ground. Toes are tucked underneath. Nice long arms, you're pushing the chest up and away, sitting back towards your hips, and then pushing forward through the toes, shoulders will come over the hands. If you'd like a progression for this, go ahead and lift those knees up off the ground, so it's just your hands and toes in contact, and the same thing, you're sitting back with the hips, and pushing forward. Say about 2 or 3 more here. Last one. All right. And we have ankle rockers next. So, same position. Knees will be hovering above the ground. If you need them to be on the ground to start, that's quite all right. So, hands underneath the shoulders, weight is through your toes, pushing the hips back, knees straighten out, and lower back down. Some good stretch for the hamstrings. Don't worry about how far your chest is going back, focusing on the hips and the legs right now. Straightening out the knees, pushing the heels down towards that mat or the ground underneath you. Last one here. Alrighty. Ankle rockers done. Inchworms are next. We'll get a little more activity here for the shoulders and the upper body. We're going to go 6 total. We have 3 walking forwards and 3 going backwards. I'll start in front of the camera. I'm going to start going backwards. So you're in your push-up position. Let those hands start walking back up towards your toes. Heels sit back towards the ground. Hips are up in the air. And start walking the toes back. Small steps. Trying to let the arms extend out in front of you. Requires a little bit more core activation there. And let those toes walk back. One last one going backwards. And now I'm going to start walking forward again. Hands extend out, and now the toes are crawling up towards you. Get some good stretch, and then continue walking the hands out. All right. And I'll lose my sweatshirt here. I'm getting all bunched up. Getting warm, that's a good thing. Next we have a world's greatest stretch, or groiners. Interchangeable term there. We're going 5 aside. So starting in your push-up position. Nice, tall, straight arms. Chest up and away from the ground. One foot pulls up next to on the outside of your arm. Get some stretch on the underside of your hip, back of your thigh. Drop the knee down and rotate the same arm of the leg that's up in front. That's 1. Going 5 aside, 10 total. One more on each side here. All right. 5 aside, 10 total. And next we're doing some moving. Reverse bear crawl. We're going about 10 strides on each side, opposite arm, opposite leg, working together. Bear crawl on the way back, and then coming back to where you started with a crab walk, which will be chest facing the ceiling, hands and feet. Excuse me, here we go. 10 aside. Belly button stays pulled up towards your spine here. Push the chest up and away. Opposite arm, opposite leg. 20. All right. 20 going back. 20 going forwards. Push that chest up, or your back up and away from the ground here so your chest is nice and proud facing the ceiling. You're still keeping your belly button pulled in. An opposite arm, opposite leg. Only 15 there, I've got 5 more. 5 more to go. And 5, all right. Crab walk's done. We have some walking lunges and some toe taps. So forward walking lunges, each step forward, reach down with that opposite hand. Other elbows going back and up in the air. 10 aside, 20 total. Last one here. Make it 20, 10 aside. Okay. And last one here, reverse. Alternate steps back with an alternate toe tap. So front leg is getting the stretch. Hips reach back, opposite hand reaches down towards the toes. And another step back. Okay, 10 aside, done there. We should be pretty warm at this point. So, grabbing a quick drink of water. We are starting with our sheet pull-ups here on the door. Towel hamstring curls. Just need your towel, and then we're finishing with towel bicep curls. So this is where you'll need your books, your kettlebell, whatever you have heavy that's at home. Some gallons of water, laundry detergent, bricks from outside, rocks, whatever you got will work. So, I'm going to start. We'll start with the pull-ups. Your feet will be right underneath you, so you have some assistance here. Feet are going to be right in front of the door. Hands are starting, make sure they're nice and even right in front of your shoulders. You're sitting down and back like there's a chair underneath you, letting your arms extend. And pulling up, exhaling as you come up. Your legs are there to assist you, so we're doing 8 to 12. Your legs are going to help you as little or as much as you need, depending on how many reps you're trying to do, and also where you're at in the set. So, start using your legs, use them a little bit less as you go through, and challenge yourself to at a good level of resistance for you. 8 to 12. Nice and slow on the way down. Exhale on the way up. and 10. Going for 10 on my first set. Going to save a little bit of gas in the tank. We still have quite a bit of work to do. So hamstring curls. You're down on the ground. You need your towel or your paper plates, whatever that will slide on the surface that you have. You'll be down on your back. Heels are right underneath. Your heels are being pushed into the ground. Your hips are going to come up off the ground. Pushing the elbows down for a little bit of support. Hips come up. Pull those heels in. Let them out nice and slow. Again, 8 to 12. And 10. All right. Whew. Should feel the hammies, back of the legs working pretty good there. All right, we got our bicep curls next. I'm going to add some books into my towel. For this one, I'm going to add my kettlebell on top for a little more resistance. Fold them up, make a nice little bundle so it doesn't go anywhere. Again, you want a nice even length of towel on each side, just like with our pull-ups. Okay, one handle in each hand. Make sure your weight doesn't fall out like mine almost did and crush my toes. That wouldn't be very good. Okay, all right. I don't think that's gonna work there. I'm gonna ditch the books and just go with the weight. For the safety of my own toes, you can use whatever you have available at home. All right, one handle in each hand. Hold those arms right up in front of your shoulders. 2, 8 to 12 here as well. All right. Go ahead and drop your weights. Catch your breath for a moment. I'm gonna get my towel ready for our next round of hamstring curls. Grab a quick drink, and we're going right back to our towel pull-ups. Okay, if you're feeling challenged by your grip and you feel like you can't hold on anymore, try to go as long as you can with holding on. You can always wrap your hands around with a loop here. That will give you a helping hand. Maybe try to use that towards your third or fourth set when we have a little bit more fatigue, playing a role here. If not, try to hang on the best you can. Okay, 8 to 12. Let yourself down nice and slow. Got 2 more here. 9. 10. Woo. All right. Arms are feeling that one. Got our hamstring curls here. Make sure the camera can see. Down on your back. So if you're very challenged by these, what you can do is just focus on the eccentric portion, which is where you let your legs slide out. You're lengthening the muscle that's working, your hamstrings. You'll let your heels out with your butt in the air. So hips up, slowly let out. Let your hips drop back down. Pull your heels in, and then out for another. Try to do as many with your hips in the air before you go into that variation of the exercise. Here we go. 8 to 12 ham curls. Last one here. Ooh. All right. Hammies are working today. Got our towel curls. Throw your weights in there. Make sure they're nice and secure before you pick this thing up. All right. Got our 8 to 12 curls here. All right. Round 2 down. Grab a quick drink. Catch your breath for a moment. Get your equipment set up for your next set. Keep breathing. Keep walking around in between sets here. All right. Number 3 of our towel pull-ups. All right. Here we go. Oh, all right, hands are feeling it there. Whoa, quite challenging on the... All right, my video got paused there. Probably gonna have 2 clips. I'll join them together to make the full video here. Okay, hamstring curls. Set number 3, down on your back. All right. Try to keep those hips up off the mat the duration of your 8 to 12 here. Last one here. All right. And we got our bicep curls here. Our towel. Okay, here we go. 8 to 12. Last one here for 10. All right. Put your weights down. And we got our last set. Set number 4. Our pull-ups, ham curls, and our bicep curls. Lots of curls today. Okay. Oh, grab a quick drink of water. Catch your breath. All right, here we go. Last set, 8 to 12. 8 to 12 of what you got left in the tank. All right, last few reps, I'm wrapping my hands. Last 2 here for me. All right. Whew. That sweat out of your eye. Oh. Okay. Hamstring curls. Last round. 8 to 12. Okay. Hips stay up off the ground the whole time if you can. If you need them to drop down, that's quite all right. Do what you can. Oh. All right. Last set of curls here. All right. Okay. Here we go, last round. Make sure those weights don't go anywhere. Curl away. Last two here. 10. All right. Catch a breather for a moment. Grab some water. Keep moving around. And we'll get ready for our next set here. So, one other piece of equipment that you'll need that I forgot to mention at the beginning is a chair. Some sort of chair I'm going to go grab by. We're going to need that. Okay, so I have my trusty folding chair here. I'm going to set that up because we have some chair dips. We're going 10 to 15 dips here. A high to low plank, down push-up position, down to a low plank on the elbows, back up and down, and then towel front raises. So, very similar setup to our bicep curls, except now, instead of curling, nice straight arms, we're raising straight up, out in front of us. So 4 sets of each, 10 to 15 dips, about 30 seconds on the high to low plank, and then 10 to 15 front raises with your towel as well. So let's get started here. We got our chair dips. Knees are going to be bent, feet flat on the ground, hips are just in front of your chair. Belly button is pulled back, core is engaged, letting yourself down nice and slow. And you're pushing your back up and away from that chair. Nice and slow. And 2. All right. Whew. High to low planks. So move this around a little bit here. I'm going to grab my timer. We're going to go 30 seconds. High to low planks. So starting in that push-up position. I'll demonstrate a few here before we start. Push-up position. Feet are underneath or same width as shoulders. Good basis of support. Hips are tucked underneath. Belly button's pulled back, nice long arms. Lowering down, you'll hold for a second, and then push back up. So the arm that goes down first to your elbow, that is going to be the same one that pushes up first, and then you're going to alternate each time. So, catch your breath, 30 seconds, as many up downs as you can, nice and slow and controlled. I don't want you rocking back and forth a ton here. Okay. Here we go, 30 seconds. There we go. We're going 10 more seconds here. We're making it 40 a side. And rest. Whew. All right. And our front raises are next. So grab your books, whatever you have. You won't need as much weight here as with our front or our bicep curls we just did. All right. Good grip in each hand, nice and even. All right. So the weight will drop in between the legs. Belly button's pulled back, cores engaged. Raise those arms straight out in front of you. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10. All right. Ooh, shoulders are burning here with this one. Quick moment. Catch your breath, grab a drink. Shake the arms out. They're getting some work here today. We're going back to our tricep dips. All right, so think about really keeping your core engaged here as you're doing these last few sets. Keeping your belly button pulled in towards your spine. Keeping your ribs tucked down. We don't want to slouch forward. We don't want to be too flaring up and out with our ribs too much. A little bit of an exhale. Pull in the belly button, and boom, you should be nice and solid, like you can take a nice roundhouse kick, my favorite. Just make sure you're paying attention, you know. All right, 10 to 15. All right. I think that was 15. I'm pretty sure if I was counting correctly. High to low plank. Up next. Flip around here. So we're going with 40 seconds this time. 30 was just, geez. It's like you weren't even doing anything. It was like you were watching TV. Okay, 40 seconds. High to low planks. Here we go. Go ahead. Last 10 seconds here. Good. And rest. All right. Shake out the arms. Ooh, there. Feeling it now. Okay. So I'm going to make a little change here to my weights. First set was a little heavy for me. I was still able to complete my 10 reps, but I wouldn't be able to do 3 more sets with that weight. So think ahead here a little bit and choose a weight that's still going to challenge you, but you know is manageable for a few more sets here. Okay, so I got my books instead. My trusty textbooks, and 10 to 15 front raises. So if you do go down in weight at all, just add some more repetitions. side. $15. All right. 2 sets down, 2 to go. Quick drink of water. Catch your breath. Back to our dips. All right. 10 to 15. Ooh. All right. 3 sets of dips down. Back to our high to low plank here. We're going 40 seconds of our up and downs. Here we go. Starting up high. All right, here we go. And rest. Ooh. All right. Front raises. 10 to 15. Grab your towel bundle. And raise away. Let's see. Over here from the side. All right. Set 3 done. Quick breather here. Grab your drink of water. Collect yourself for our last round. Shoulders are getting some work today. All right. Here we go. 10 to 15. Chest stays nice and upright. Pulling those ribs down. You're not flaring at the top here. All right. Whew. All right. Dips are done. Plank and raises. And then we're good to go. Let's get busy. Okay. High to low. 40 seconds here. All right. Alrighty. Ready, set, a go. Whew. All right. 40 seconds down there. Last exercise. Last one of the day. All right. Here we go. 10 to 15 raises. Whatever you got left in the tank here. All right. And 12. That is it. Good job, everyone. Way to push through on this lovely snowy day or whenever you're doing this. Hopefully, if you're watching it at a later time, the weather's a little nicer. Now that we're done here, spend your last few minutes, focus on some breathing. Let yourself cool down, let your heart rate come down, come back to a normal resting level. Breaths in through the nose, force that breath out through your mouth. Maybe about 2 or 3 minutes of some breathing, walking around wherever you are. I mean, I get to walk small laps around my kitchen. Whatever you got to do. Until then, we will see you.